Hello students, so welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. I don't think so that I need to tell my name again and again because y'all are very familiar with my name now. But today we are going to discuss about, as usual, nursing education CNET. The main concept what we're going to discuss today is programmed evaluation. Now, program evaluation means till now we were thinking about or we are discussing about evaluation of a student, a staff, questioning method, all those things. But here we are evaluating the school year colleges which is providing that educational program. See, this is what called a program evaluation. Program evaluation is a process of determining the extent to which the education provide is effective and efficiency. So here we are checking, we are evaluating the school or college which providing the education, is that effective, is that efficiency, is that school or college is really meeting all the standards to provide this education process or not. So here this is what called a program evaluation. Now, what's the main aim of this program evaluation? It helps us to identify the conflicts, problems within the institution so that we can find some alternative to solve that. It helps the individual to provide certain information that how they can make use of certain available resources. It measuring the progress towards the defined program objective. It provides the evaluation information regarding the future evaluation program. Also, it increase the efficiency and effectiveness of that particular program which is offered in that school. So now altogether, to improve the quality of education, to improve the standard of that particular school year colleges, we want this program evaluation. Now, what all are the component that you're assessing under this? What all the things you're going to evaluate when you're making this program evaluation? Now, mainly we are going to evaluate the philosophy and objective, criteria for admission of a student, facility provided for the student and staff, qualification of a teacher and how they are fit to perform in this educational institution, curriculum, student performance, physical and laboratory facilities, school admission record and reporting, general administration rules and regulation, and prospect of that school. So we are going to evaluate all these things. Now, first is philosophy. See, now every school, a college has got their own philosophy. Students, you can check what's the philosophy of your school. Definitely, that will be written, yeah, printed, and it will be definitely there in your college office, principal cabin, administration department. Definitely, that philosophy will be there. Now, first, the philosophy and objective that should be related to the content of education what you're providing, as well as it is also closely related to their parent institution. Now, for example, if you are giving a nursing education in nursing program in your school, then definitely our philosophy and objective should be related to your nursing profession, so that we are training a full-fledged nurses who can work or who can perform well in the society. See, that will be the objective. So we are evaluating whether the school or college is exactly providing the same objective or not. They are meeting their philosophy or not. Next, criteria for selection of student. Now, if you want to select someone for your course, now definitely let us discuss about nursing college because our subject is nursing. So our profession is nursing. So let us discuss about nursing. Now, if you want to select someone for nursing, what are the criteria? One is age, they must be 117 years old when you take the admission, and subject, they must be studied from that particular science background. If they're coming for BSc nursing, they must done their biology in their +2. Then age, then the prescribed marks, they should obtain at least 150-55 percentage in their previous examination. So they should be qualified to come for this program, and this admission is done once in a year. In between or throughout the year we are not doing an admission. When the course begins by August, September, before that we'll start admission process and we'll freeze the admission. once we're done with the prescribed seats, whatever we don't, if the school is able to take 50 candidates, then 50 admission we will do, not more than that. So this is the admission criteria. Then the facilities which provided for student and staff. Now for the student, there should be one annual medical examination. Students should get medical facilities if in case of their, if they're having any illness. All the student should be a member of this SNA. They should get enrolled in SNA. A student should get holidays and vacations. The leave should be provided as per the curriculum, and leave should be tracked. The student should maintain minimum 90% of attendance. Then vaccination should be provided for the student, in what is that, towards that communicable diseases, because students are going for community posting and clinical duty. So community posting, clinical duty, all the area of duty must be planned. Students should get all the exposure in all the wards, and night duty should be planned. Students should not be overloaded with the duty, extra burden. All the co-curricular activities should be conducted in the college, and opportunity should be provided so that the parents can communicate with the teacher as well as students in the right way of channel, right communication channel. So these are all the facilities for the student. Now for the staff, staff should get a good salary. I mean, the payment should be satisfactory for the personal level. Staff should get working hour 40 hours per week, and staff should get a medical facility, accommodation if it is required. Traveling facility should be done. Whenever the staff perform well, they are really what is that, they are having that right to receive certain incentives and promotions. Opportunity should be provided for the growth of that particular staff who work in your institution, and they should provide an opportunity to enter certain courses in once in 2 years. They can undergo for some refresh courses once in 2 years, and staff should provide with certain leaves, a vacation if it is prescribed as per the curriculum or as per the institution level. So these are the facilities what you're providing for the staffs. Then the qualification of a teacher. When do we select the teacher? Based on certain qualification, we need to admit them in a nursing institution. Like we can principals like doctors, one who done the PhD in their nursing, one who done their MSc nursing, different streams we can select. We need to consider their level of experience, their level of knowledge. We need to involve them in planning a class curriculum. We will give the responsibility to be a coordinator, coordinate with the class, make all the arrangements so that they're able to meet the need of their student. Also now administration level, what they can do is how they are able to meet the need of a student, need of the administration level, how they can maintain these standards. See, these staff should do all this work, and also all the staff should medically fit to do all this work. Next, following with that curriculum. Now, what curriculum we are following in nursing? Like as per INC syllabus, as per our requirement from the university, we are following that. So, even your institution, college, your school should follow that curriculum, so that we need to provide all the opportunity for the students to acquire all the knowledge as how it is prescribed in the curriculum. Then the student performance. Students should provide all the opportunity to perform in various levels like academic performance, co-curricular activity should be conducted. Also very important to improve their curriculum. Yeah, academic performance, we need to give certain exams, test, requirement, practical knowledge, everything should be provided for the student. Then physical and laboratory facilities. In physical facilities, we should have a classroom, auditorium, library, restroom for the ladies, hostel, storeroom, aviary room, office, examination hall. And in laboratory facility, definitely we should have one fundamental lab, nutrition lab, what is that, community lab, pediatric lab, MCH lab. All the lab facility should be there in the school, because nursing is not just studying the theoretical aspect. Here we are learning the theory as well as more important given to the practicals, so that students are skilled to do the procedures. We should teach them in a lab so that their knowledge is applied. They're learning the skills. So that reason we need to have this lab facilities. Also, you need to provide a certain facilities like what is that, hospital experience. Depending on their study per subject, we need to provide that hospital experience. If it is in first year, fundamental experience, okay, general hospital, we need to send them. Second year, medical surgical, we need to send them to the medical specialty hospital. All the ward they must familiar, ICU, CCU, CICU, OT, emergency, they should be exposed to all the wards so that they'll get all the knowledge. In case of mental health, we need to send them to the mental hospitals. If it is pediatric posting, we need to send them to the pediatric hospital. Community posting requirement, we'll send them to the community area. See, all the arrangement facilities should be provided in that school for the learners. Then, administration level and hospitals and affiliation should be maintained. All the written legal documents should be there, and you are following all the protocols as per the university guidelines or INC prescription. Then, school record system. Here, we need to have a specialized separate office section where we are maintaining the school's record and reports. Even the anecdotal incident record also can be maintained. That should be very true and genuine. Then general information as well as general administration of a school. We need to have an administration department where all the administration works are carried out so that there is no confusion with any students what is happening and what is going on. And finally, the brochure of a school. Definitely, a school should contain one brochure which include what all the things are there in the school. The brochure will contain a brief description about the school, courses it offered, because some schools, it will not provide only one school. Like that will be educational group of educational system, like they provide nursing, physiotherapy, and what else, they may provide some BPT, MPT, they may provide some allied health courses, many things they may do. So all these things should be clearly informed in the brochures. All the requirement, facilities, whatever things are there, whom to contact, that also should be mentioned in the brochure. So these all are the things what we are going to evaluate in program evaluation. I hope you understood, dear students. We are evaluating about the institution. Sorry, we are evaluating about the institution, a school year colleges which providing the education to assess it is effective efficiency. We discussed almost all the factors like philosophy, objective, admission of a student, facility for the student, facility for the staff, curriculum, administration, admission, brochures, physical facilities, clinical facilities, everything. Please keep reading, keep studying, and keep watching so that I'll meet in the next class with a new concept. Take care of yourself. Thank you all. I hope you understood this concept. You may get 2, 5, 3 marks questions, and definitely you are able to write now. Yes, thank you.